You know what infuriates me? The way people talk about those who receive social programs, like they're lazy, like they're somehow taking advantage of the system. You hear it all the time. They just want free stuff. They don't want to work. They're living off taxpayers. But let me remind you of something they conveniently forget. Poor people pay taxes too. Every time they buy groceries, every time they pay rent, every time they fill up gas or buy a phone card, every single day they contribute to the same system that's supposed to have their back. That money in the government's reserve, you think it fell from the sky? You think it came from politicians? You think it came from those billionaires that you rave about? No, it comes from you, from the workers, from the single mothers, from the people who still show up when the paycheck barely stretches. This is the social contract that you have with your country. You pay taxes so that if something happens to you, you have a safety net. If you get sick, you have health care. If you lose your job, there's unemployment. If you struggle to feed your family, there's SNAP. That's not charity. That's citizenship. That's the deal you made with your country. So why do we shame people for using what they already paid for? They already paid for this money. Why do we look down on mothers feeding their children through food assistance, or seniors relying on Medicaid, or families who simply need help for a few months to stay afloat? You'll hear politicians say, those people are taking from hardworking Americans. But guess what? Those are hardworking Americans too. They're janitors, they're home aides, they're delivery drivers, teachers, farmers, the people who keep this country running while others collect bonuses and tax breaks. And then the irony of it all, the very people who benefit from corporate loopholes are the ones pointing fingers at us. They've convinced the struggling to despise the struggling. They've turned empathy into weakness. But I'm here to tell you the truth. That's your money. That's your money. Those SNAP benefits you're afraid to apply for, that's your money. That health coverage you feel guilty about using, that's your money. Those public schools, public libraries, public programs, that's your money. And me, I'm perfectly fine with my tax dollars feeding hungry children. I don't care what their parents are doing. I don't care if it makes some people uncomfortable. A child should never go hungry in a country that has enough food for everyone. I'm happy for my taxes to go to school meals so kids can study on full stomachs. I'm happy for my taxes to go to housing so families don't freeze in the winter. That's what civilization is all about. That's what community is about. Because when we stop believing in collective care, we start believing in collective punishment. Don't let these politicians confuse you. Don't let media pundits divide you. The same people telling you that social programs are welfare will gladly cash government checks for bailouts and contracts. So the next time someone tries to shame you for getting help, please tell them this. I'm not taking, I'm reclaiming my money. I'm reclaiming my money. You paid this money into this system. You've earned the right to access it. It's your money. Go use it. Let's move.